Hi, I'm Josh Brown, here as always with Michael Batnick and our special guest, Ben Carlson. We're going to play our favorite game, What Are Your Thoughts? Michael and Ben do not know what I'm going to ask them, and I don't know what they're going to ask me. Stick around, let's see what's going on. Michael, I want to ask you about newspapers, magazines, periodicals. So I was writing a little bit about this over the weekend that I'm pretty happy about the subscriptions I pay for. I wanted to see what your thoughts were. Like, what's one subscription you have? It doesn't even have to be a newspaper that you just wouldn't let go. Like, what's the last one you would keep paying for?
Are you using my Wall Street Journal login?
No, I have my own.
Okay.
Truly.
I use yours.
Okay. Why is that your one?
I'm just kidding. So which periodical could I not live without?
Yeah, like if you let's say you were going to cancel all your subscriptions
Okay.
for whatever reason, which one would you keep?
Netflix.
Okay. Are you reading a lot of Netflix these days?
Probably the Journal for me.
The Journal.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm not the Journal. So I pay for Barron's.
Wait, did
pay
you
for
say
Wall Street
you
Journal.
agree with me or
No, I think I'm probably New York Times.
you are fake news? All right, my turn.
What do you got?
Last night you tweeted something is coming. You can feel it.
Yeah.
And I just want to know,
Oh.
is everything okay?
Oh, nothing's coming from me.
No, are you okay?
I'm perfectly
All
fine.
right, what are you talking about?
I feel like there's some political thing coming, and I don't make predictions about what.
What, your back hurts?
I have really good instincts.
Does your
about
back hurt?
this. No, but there is a phenomenon in nature where before a storm, the air gets really still. It's because the approaching storm pulls all the moisture out of the air. It's not like make believe.
Okay, so
you
science.
feel a storm.
It's
I
science.
just feel like something's coming.
Okay.
and that's just basic science.
Okay.
We could get into no. I honestly don't really know, but I do feel like things are, for some reason, like about to come to a
All right,
head.
well, let me hold your feet to the fire. If something doesn't happen, will you apologize?
Yes.
If something does happen, will you pat yourself on the back?
Yes, and by using the term something, I'm pretty much covered for anything I want to say it was X post.
What's your time frame?
Momentarily. No, this week.
No. You don't have a week.
What do I have?
Today is Tuesday.
Fine, give me 48 hours from right now.
You have by the end of
Something's coming. Give me 48
you
hours.
have by midnight Wednesday, and then that's it.
All right. Listen, I want to ask you about mean reversion. Which one is the most likely that you would be able to say might never work again, okay, on a long-term basis? Maybe they both do. Value outperforming growth for a sustained period of time, or international stocks outperforming U.S. stocks. They have nothing to do with each other, but they're two glaring things that are now going into their, I think, second decade of underperformance.
All right, this is easy for me, but
Okay.
why don't
Ben,
you go
what
first?
do you think?
I would say the value one for sure. I'd say there's no reason that a stock is a stock around the world, and obviously there's regulations and laws, but I think there's no reason that the U.S. should have a monopoly on good stock market returns. I think value could...
Wait, but you just contradicted yourself.
No, I see what he's saying. You're saying it's more likely that the value one could disappear forever
Yes.
than the international stock performance disappear forever.
Correct.
Are you on the same side?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Really?
I'm not. So you think it's more likely that international will revert?
Country bias truther?
Okay, no, fair enough. I guess I am.
No, what's your reason? Why is it less likely for that to go away?
Why is it less likely for value to revert?
Yeah.
I just think that growth stocks have outperformed for so long, with valuations really not mattering at all, balance sheets not mattering at all.
Do you know if they keep doing that, it'll be like the historical record? Because it's binary. Like if this continues for much longer, that the concept of value having been better than growth over time will be erased from the record.
I mean, of course this can continue. I'm not all in on either, but if I had to choose one, I would say that value catches up to growth faster than international catches up to
In
U.S.
some ways, it's like the same question because U.S. is way
More expensive.
more highly overvalued than international.
Okay,
So
fair. So they might not be the same exact thing, but you're expecting the same reversion for the same reason. One market is cheaper than the other.
I think so.
Okay, fair enough. What do you got?
All right. Will we ever see another Great Depression in our lifetime, or in the next week?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, you will see recessions. you'll see extended. Well, I don't see why not. I think that was really specific to a period of time. So, I mean, but if you say, like, will you see another world war? Yeah, I think world wars are more likely. Great depressions are less likely.
So you had like 25% unemployment. I forget what the actual economic contraction was, but it was massive.
Do you know why you won't? In my opinion, is because the system is more financialized than it was back then. You have just such huge pools of capital that eventually do need to earn a return. Even if they panic for a year, at some point they start investing in something, and that brings the system back online. So you could have a really bad stock market crash, 100%. I would
By the way,
never say
even
not.
GDP contraction in the GFC was like nothing compared to the depression.
You also need less capital to start a business now. If you were like starting a business in the depression, like a manufacturing, like you needed like real startup capital. I know people that like download an app and they set up an LLC and they're like in business.
I know those people too.
Well, I just think like it's hard to picture people sitting around and not working and standing on lines. People will do their own thing and figure something to do out faster than they could have. So it's not a slight against an earlier generation. The other thing is that there's just more savings around. There's more capital, period. You could say there's more debt, that's fine, but the system itself has matured. I think it would be ridiculous to say that we're in the same condition we were in 100 years ago.
All right, what do you got?
So I want to ask you about the SALT deduction. I honestly think that maybe real estate markets on the coasts are starting to sniff this out. I don't think that people fully understand that in April, when they go to file their taxes, a lot of coastal cities and a lot of booming housing markets are going to be in trouble when people realize how big of a deduction they're losing. I was curious if you guys think I'm overestimating how people will feel about that impact or not.
Well, it's going to be hard to distinguish that from the change in interest rates.
But the change in interest rates has happened already.
It's still happening. We're at like multi-year highs for 30-year
So
rates.
you'll see housing weakness and you won't be able to say it's for one reason or the other?
Yeah, but
it could be for both.
How much do you think people really care about the tax deduction and all of that? I feel
A
like
lot.
housing is such an emotional asset that I think there are so many people that think about it in an irrational way that just don't even it doesn't even come into the play for them.
Yeah, but they still have to spend more money when they pay their taxes. And that's money that they won't be investing in the market or spending at the mall or buying things on Amazon.
So I'm looking to buy
tens of thousands of dollars in certain markets.
I'm looking to buy a house in the town where we grew up in right now.
Right.
And I think it's a weird time.
It might work in your favor.
So no, I'm saying it's a weird time right now to be looking at a house. Like the season is pretty much past. But some of the houses that we're looking at are having trouble selling for what they're asking. Like a lot of trouble.
Because the market has turned and they haven't accepted it yet.
It's rates. It's November. I don't know if the SALT is part of it, but I don't know.
You're like a vulture. You're just like
What do you mean?
swooping in there at the worst time for these people.
I'll give you $6.
All right, what do you got?
What happens first? Stocks make new highs or interest rates make new lows?
New lows? New year lows? Or new lows, period?
Multi-year lows.
No.
I know that's a pretty bad question. I was struggling to come up with
All
ideas.
right, we're going to skip that. It's like, now watch it happens.
No, answer the question.
Okay, stocks make new highs before, what, the 10-year goes to 1%? Yeah, stocks will make new highs before that happens.
All right, we'll see.
All right. Something's coming anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I wanted to ask you about the Amazon headquarters news. You've lived in Queens. You don't live there now. Can Long Island City even sustain 25,000 more people and all the jobs that create? Is that like the city's going to pay them $1.5 billion in tax breaks, which strikes me as something New York City didn't need to do. People seem to be flipping out about this. What are your thoughts?
Where is it going? Exactly.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure they'll build, they're building like 50 glass towers on Long Island City already.
Booming.
Right.
Has been for years.
So they'll probably build something new.
If I was living there now, I'd be upset.
Yeah, because what's the train they take into Manhattan? Is it the L?
It's like at least where I was in Astoria, it's the NQR.
So that's going to be a shit show.
It's going to be
like
awful
for the foreseeable future.
Depending on where this thing is. I don't think it's great news. I don't mean there's
And then if you're renting there, ostensibly rents will go higher. And then maybe you could say, well, business will be better. I don't own a business. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an employee of a company. Why do I want the rents to go up? Why is that good for me? So I don't know why they needed $1.5 billion to come
I don't really
to
know
Queens.
any of the details. It just sounds weird, the idea of 3 headquarters.
Right.
Shouldn't there be 4 headquarters if there's going to be headquarters?
Ben, was Grand Rapids in contention?
Well, was that not the worst contest ever? I mean,
The
Galloway
result
said that
is so bad.
all of his 3 headquarters are now within an average of 6 miles from his house. He just wanted somewhere close to big cities and politicians, and the way they went about that seems he's getting a lot of backlash now.
Are we turning on Bezos?
Well, I just think that if there was even a chance that this was going to be the result, then maybe you should have thought that through before having all these cities like accumulate all their data and do this bake off. Some of them were putting statues up of stuff like if you thought there was even a 10% chance that you were going to settle on New York and DC, don't do it. And now obviously we see the result. All right, we'll get over it. Listen, if you have thoughts on any of these topics, let us know in the comments section below. We love our comments. Make sure to follow our channel, subscribe to The Compound for updates. You'll never miss an update. Thank you so much, Ben, for joining us today. If you're not reading A Wealth of Common Sense, I don't even know what your deal is. It is the best financial blog. And we'll talk to you soon.